Hi, my name is Amethyst Treleaven and this is Psychic Ogham reading 787 for LJ. And as with usually with our readings, we'll start at the top here, LJ, and we'll work our way around. We'll just spend a little bit of time here and we'll spend the majority of the time here. Okay, this is the stave that themes all of your reading, and this is Aspen. And this is a little bit about fear, doubt, probably a little bit of self-confidence issues potentially for you. You've tried a lot of new things over the last couple of years. Some have gone very well, some haven't gone as well as you would have planned, and self-confidence for you is a little bit of a continuing issue. These three staves over here talk about the last year or so, and the first one is pine or Ilium, and this is very much about planning, planning new ways of being and of new ways of experiencing the world. And for you, this has been a year when you really want to try new things and be in new places, meet new people, and perhaps even approach new careers and that kind of thing as well. Again, it hasn't always gone to plan. Underneath here we have Lewis or Rowan, and that's about self-protection, and it kind of harks back a little bit to, for you, this self-confidence. Also though, I keep feeling that your health sometimes has held you back, that not only have you held yourself back because you don't always believe that you can achieve what you want to achieve, but your health has held you back a little bit as well. Sitting over the top of that is Ash or Newen. This is about very much, this is about change. Ash is about transformation, and this is about transformation within yourself. You've done a fair bit of changing about how you see the world in the last year, even though people looking at you from outside in may not see those changes as being physical changes in terms of what you're doing, but for you there's been a great growth spurt, if you like, within you. Here, this stave is sitting in the position of currently what's happening for you and how you're feeling. This is about Heather. This is Heather, rather. Heather is about love, about partnership. It's about dedication. It's about companionship. And it doesn't necessarily mean that is with someone else, but it's about being with yourself. So what do we get from this lot here? That you are sometimes plagued with self-doubts about your capacity and ability to work within the world and to meet people and to experience things. But increasingly in the last couple of months, you've begun to realise that you are better than that you're much more capable than perhaps you had thought. But those self-doubts creep in, and you haven't always been able to do anything about that. But it's really nice to see that you're beginning to see that you are capable and blossoming. So let's spend a lot more time over here with these Ohms here. These ones are the ones that talk about our future, and there's some quite interesting Oghams here. Now, this is the one that themes your next 6 to 12 months or so. Particularly for you, I sense this is 12 months rather than 6 months, and this is Blackthorn or Strafe. Now, Strafe is, I've said this on many occasions, that it is not my most favourite stave at all, and I don't particularly enjoy seeing it in the future of a reading for a client. So let's talk about its downside first, but then we'll balance that with the other things which are in your reading here. Strafe is about Blackthorn. Strafe is about sadness, it's about loneliness, it's about potential depression, it's about emptiness, it's about frustration and tears and desolation. At its very worst, it's about really being desperately unhappy and depressed. At its best, it's about realising that there are better ways to live. And I think, you know, when we couple that with where you are right now and where you've been in the last 3 months or so, this is actually not a bad thing for you necessarily. You're at a crossroads, if you will, in life. And you have the choice at this point to either take that crossroads and run with it, or to pick up where you've been before, which is always about that self-doubt stuff, and stay with the status quo. And I think that you're ready for a change. That's what Blackthorn is all about. With change always comes hesitancy. You know, we fall back on that old saying, better the devil you know. And that's what you've been doing for quite some time. But for you, you really are at the point where you need to just kick through the fear and go with it. These two staves that sit underneath here also talk about the next 12 months, as do all of these ones on this side. This is Dewar under here, or Oak. I'm really pleased to see that here. And Broom sits over the top. And down here we have Beth, or Birch. Now these two are very closely linked Oghams. So when we put these all together, what I have for you are masses of new experiences coming in the next 12 months for you. Beth is all about new experiences, but Broom is very much about saying, before you can let those new experiences come through, you need to sweep away all of the old stuff. So you need to sweep away the sadness. You need to sweep away the self-doubts. You need to sweep away that lack of self-confidence, find ways to grow in the beauty and the absolute wonder of who you are, and love who you are, so that you can begin those new experiences. So Broom, I really encourage you to get 2 pieces of paper, if you will, and get a pen. On one piece of paper, I want you to write down all the things that you think hold you back, all of the self-doubts that you have, potential health issues, psychological issues, concerns about getting hurt. I want you to write all of those down on a piece of paper. Then on a second piece of paper over here, I actually want you to write your goals down there. What do you want to achieve in terms of love, in terms of relationships, in terms of money, in terms of social relationships, in terms of health, in terms of career, and so on and so forth. I want you to list all of those down on a separate piece of paper. And then I want you to meditate on that, knowing that that first piece of paper that you wrote down all of those issues on will be gone, because you are going to make that so. And the second piece of paper with all of those goals that you have written down will come to the fore, because it's about new experiences and you giving yourself permission with Broom to sweep all those old concerns and worries away, so that you can let the new experiences come into your life. I hope that makes sense for you. Dewar or Oak says that you tend to be the person that is the dependable one, the reliable one. You're the one that gets things done. You are relentless. You are dedicated to task, and you just go for it, and you get on with it. That's fantastic, but it also has some health issues that we need to be aware of, and that I need to let you know about. Really important in the coming 12 months that you take even greater care of your health. I keep seeing some undercurrents of health issue for you. I think I mentioned them over here. I have no idea what they are, and you haven't told me, but and you haven't even said anything that there was health issues, but I keep feeling it. There's some stuff about your tummy sitting in there. There's also some stuff about old sadnesses that are creeping in there. And there's stuff about joints as well that give you pain too. Really important in the coming year that you take very good care of your health, because you have some fantastic new experiences that are waiting for you in the last half of 2013, the first half of 2014, but you need to be in good health in order to be able to receive them. Again, that's about Broom sweeping out bad habits in terms of what you eat and how you look after yourself, and realising that you are worth so much more than you thought you were, and you need therefore to care for yourself and honour your body, if you will, so that it can deliver to you what you want. In terms of new romance, I know that that is something that you want, but I actually don't see that coming this year. Possibly I see that coming in 2014, but you have a lot more work to do on yourself before you are ready to give yourself to someone else first. When you are ready, and it will be in about a year's time from now on, let me rephrase, between now and the middle of next year, so for the next 12 months, is all about you blossoming. It's about you creating the new you, going for it with all of these new experiences and loving life, because there are new career choices coming for you, new business opportunities that you're going to expand into, and it's about your soul finally blossoming and jumping out of those self-doubts that you had before. So new experiences with work, career choices for you as well. Once that is done, you will actually be in a position where you won't need to have a partner. And when you don't need to have a partner, that's exactly when that partner is going to come in for you. At the moment, you have a need for a partner, or you feel a need for a partner so that they can complete your life, but you actually need to complete your life yourself so that you don't need that person, but that you want that person. I'm hoping that makes sense to you. When you no longer need that person, and that's going to be in the middle of next year, then that person walks straight into your life, and they'll walk into your life from an area that you had no inkling that was going to happen. You asked me about the location of where you find that person. I'm not going to tell you that, because it's not about location, it's about event. It's about situation. You are going to take on board some new skills inside the next 12 months, which will require you to do some additional training. And I'm talking here about personal growth, particularly around spiritual kind of growth, if you like, and it's there that you will find this person in the middle of next year. So it's not about the location or the geography about where you will find the person, it's about the situation in which you find that person. So I'm kind of hoping that makes sense for you. Okay, I'm going to talk to you now about your Druid animal oracle, and that's this gorgeous little guy here who is Frog. Now Frog is fantastic. He's just beautiful because he brings together water and earth. So he brings together that emotionality that you need, but with the stability that for you is really important as well. Frog is a transformer. As you are doing now, you're transforming from that old self-doubt stuff into the brand new, blossoming, beautiful you that you are. Now, Frog does the same. He goes from a tadpole into a frog. He transitions and he transforms his whole life. And he transforms from living in water to living out of water onto the earth. In other words, he no longer needs that emotional security that's been holding him back. He's free, and that's exactly what's going to be happening for you as well. No more will you be imprisoned, if you will, by self-doubts and emotional concerns. You're going to be free of all of that as well. Frog is about healing as well, physical healing and emotional healing in particular, but for you also physical healing, because you're going to need to look after yourself a little bit more as well. But he's also about self-determination and resourcefulness, because he does all of this himself, exactly as you will be doing as well. He sings songs of love. You know, think of the frog songs and how beautifully they sing, but think of how delicate they are. You tend to be emotionally quite delicate as well, and you feel pain with all of your being, as does Frog. So again, really, really important that you take care of you. One of the beauties of Frog, though, is that Frog produces many, many tadpoles who also transition. Now, what does this mean for you? What this means for you is that you have the creative ability to really bring forward motivational change and love within other people, not just yourself. So what I want you to do over this coming year as you blossom and grow is to write that down. I want you to journal that, and I want you to use that to inspire other people in the future to have the same degree of growth and dynamic leap forward that you're going to have during the next 12 months. So what do we have? We have a 12 months ahead that doesn't give you necessarily what you wanted in terms of romance, but it does give you a huge leap forward in your own soul's ability to appreciate who you are. In other words, by this time next year, you're really going to look at yourself and you're going to say, I really love myself. I honour me. I am worthy. And once you get to that point, the rest of life will fall into place for you. I hope that that's been helpful for you, and I hope that that helps you make some more decisions going forward. And I'm really excited that the year ahead is going to be one of such wonderful outcome for you.